Class design selection. Class assembly. Class arms are placed on direct retainer to provide additional retainer and stability to the FDP. Reciprocal clasp arm used for stability. Retentive clasp arm used for retention. Depending on the type of direct retainer, the clasp assembly may vary. Extracorneal retainer, more common. Convention clasp design, clasps should surround at least 180 degrees. Intracorneal retainer, accurate attachment with key and keyway pattern, more aesthetic. Retentive. Reciprocal clasp assembly. Thirst or closer, middle, gingival. Retentive. Reciprocal class assemblies, reciprocal arm, stability, retentive clasps, retention, extracorneal retainer, intracorneal retainer, reciprocal clasp, stabilizing clasps, reciprocal clasps attach the tooth above HOC survey line, HOC survey line. Braces abutment tooth to prevent torquing by the retentive clasps, opposite side to the retentive clasp. Retentive clasp attach the tooth below the edge of contour. HOC survey line comes from minor connector and dressed only tip under HOC, shoulder above HOC. Tip designed to engage in undercut, resist dislodging forces. Typically passive and only activated when dislodging forces are applied. Reciprocal and retentive clasps. Suprabunge clasps originate above the HOC circumferential acres. Most common design, retentive and reciprocal clasp arms are together as one unit. Both arms above HOC ring, commonly used in molars, used when the undercut is next to the bounded edentulous space. And barrel and pressure, two aqueous clasps attached to each other that work onto adjacent teeth, require stress that sit on both adjacent teeth, prevents clasp from wedging teeth apart over time. Combination. Infrabunge clasp originates below the HOC, verti, T-bar, I-bar, Y-type, IG, ILT, clasp design. Clasp assemblies and selection. Class assembly refer to the assembly of the rest, minor connector and clasp arms together to make the direct retainer. The following are common clasp assembly terms: RPA or RPC, rest, proximal blade, aqueous clasp, circumferential clasp. Both are the same. IPI dress, proximal blade, I-bar. Clasp selection, root wire, more flexible than the typical clasp design, applies less torque on teeth, periodontally compromised, and endotreated teeth. Bounded edentulous space require aqueous clasp, resist next to the edentulous space. For distal extensions, the following can be used: RPA, root wire, more preferred to less preferred. Cobalt chromium, metal alloy of the metal framework, 2.3% shrinkage, results irregularities and porosity. Co-working, also known as the plastic deformation or hardening, major cause of clasp breakage. Clasp assembly is co-working every time a partial is seated and unseated.